nobody's fool tonight. I'm nobody's fool. Leaving the lights tonight. Leaving the lights tonight. Leaving the lights tonight. Leaving the lights tonight.
Guys, so I've just done Tesco's and I've also just run down to the motor shop before it closed. Actually, I was going to go to the garage because I thought the motor account was closed, but I saw the door was open on my way past, so I just shot in there. But isn't it funny how when you need something like engine oil or something like that, it's always the dearer one that you need. Only got a litre. It's just that the oil light had come on, so I went and checked and it was showing pretty much off the gauge on the dipstick, so done that. Topped up some fluids yesterday and what have you, because it seemed to be running a bit hot, but it hadn't brought up any warnings or anything like that, which is strange. Daughter's borrowing this car, and I've got the son-in-law's tomorrow, but I can't. Legally it can't be driven because it needs its MOT. They didn't realise it was out of MOT, so I'm going to run it for an MOT tomorrow. So, as you can see, in the middle of cooking, beef dinner this week. Been a long week, so you'll have seen that I've not been on social media as much as normal. But there's just been a lot going on, just generally at home with grandkids and stuff like that around. And on top of that, the job centre had me in every day for these sort of little training classes, things where you just had to go in straight away first thing in the morning. You had to be down in Beverley there. So, you know, they last about an hour or so ish, give or take, depending on, you know, how things went. And it's just like talking you through how you conduct yourself at an interview, how you do a CV, all that sort of stuff. You know, some of it's common sense, some of it, you know, yeah, all right, you've learnt a few things, so it's always handy brushing up on your skills, I suppose, isn't it? Good news, I sat an online competency test sort of thing for a company. It was in 2 parts. It was timed, and you get like so much that is. So it's like, so the first half was like word based, and the second half was number based. And on Friday, late Friday, I got an email saying that they wanted me to go to an interview. So it's a competency based interview. I've not done that kind before, but rather than taking a lot of notice in your past history and what you've done, it's more about who you are and what you're capable of. So they set you scenarios of like, how would you deal with the stress of that situation and stuff like that. So looking forward to that. Bit nervous about it all, but fingers crossed, and hopefully I get a job out of it. So I'm looking forward to it, but obviously there's a bit of trepidation there because you know, it's a while since I've sat a decent sort of interview like that. So I'm looking forward to it. I do hope I get this job actually, because I know I'd like this job. I know, yeah, I'm pretty certain of it. I wouldn't say who it is or anything, that wouldn't be right, but you know, obviously if I do get a job, you'll always know who I'm working for at the end of the day. Anyway, it looks like I've got to go and see to this, guys. So the big news this week, of course, is the upcoming Apple event, which is it September the 12th? I think so, something like that. So we'll all be bated breath. Well, some of us will. So yeah, I mean, I'm updating this time round. You know, I mean, this is a 6 Plus, so you know, it's already 3 years old basically, or coming up 3 years old. So I'll be updating to something or other, whatever there is going. I'm having a bit of a swap around with some of the contracts and what have you as well, I think. So I'll have to see how things go. The nights are really starting to draw in. I mean, it's what time now? It's 7:45, so you know, it's getting on a bit, and it is a little bit overcast, but the nights are drawing in now, so winter is definitely on its way. So how much more of the okay weather we get is anybody's guess. Finally got my kitchen all cleaned down anyway, been taken out and stuff like that, so yeah, pretty much ready for tomorrow and see what that brings. But I know I've got quite a reasonably sort of busy week coming up, because I'll be taking the wife out for an infusion one day as well, down to the hospital and stuff. So, and there was something else, I can't remember what. Don't know. I mean, you know, there's that, and then there's this, obviously this interview. But yeah, it's just a matter of see how it all goes. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Apple brings to the table anyway. I mean, obviously it's a new phone that'll be coming, whether it's 1, 2 or 3 different devices is anybody's guess, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, obviously the rumours at the minute are that the top flight phone, or the iPhone 8 or whatever, is going to be like $1,000 or something, which by the time it gets to our shores and they add all the taxes on it, basically equates to £1,000, which I'd have to see how that's going to work out on a contract as to whether I can tell them where to put it. So yeah, I'm not so sure about that, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see, in which case I'll probably just get something a bit older. I don't want to be paying that sort of price for a phone, really. I'd rather spend that sort of money on a new MacBook. But so yeah, it's been quite a day. It's usually all happens at once. You know, like you're wanted elsewhere when you've just started doing something that needs your full attention or something like that. That happens to me a fair bit. So but yeah, I mean, I seem to be getting less and less to sort of talk about. I'll tell you what there is actually, what might be coming up. It's not cast in stone yet, this, but I think I'm going to be having a giveaway on my tech channel. It was one of my normal sort of people who I do reviews for that's offered to possibly put something up for a giveaway. It's not worldwide, but I believe there's about 5 countries that can join in, but we'll have to wait and see anyway. But it's not cast in stone yet, but hopefully, and it's just because they noticed that I'd reached 1,000 subscribers and that, like, so yeah, if that's going to happen, then I look forward to doing that. That'll be good. It's something that I have already reviewed actually, but or sort of around it, you know, something similar. But anyway, so hopefully that'll come off, and then you lucky guys will get the chance to win something. But yeah, I mean, I've only ever done a couple before, I think, and it's always sort of, I always think, well, how do I do it? Because obviously you've got to put some rules in place for a giveaway. So yeah, I'm not sure really. It's because I've never really liked sort of using it to ask for followers and subscribers, if you know what I mean. But they're the easiest thing to say in a YouTube video, something like, you know, you must be subscribed, you must like this video, and you must leave a comment underneath, you know, that sort of thing. When at the end of the day, all I'm going to do is put the entries through a randomizer, you know, to pick a winner, you know, because obviously, you know, it's either that or it doesn't look like you've done it straight then, so, you know. But anyway, we'll see. But yeah, it'll be good if that comes off. So, and then I don't know if there was anything else, was there? I noticed obviously DJI have done this new, I think they've done, what have they done? There's some new firmware or something, or software come along for the Spark, which not really a follower of, but I understand where it fits into the market. It fits in very well for people who want to give them a try. I mean, it's, you know, it is basically a selfie drone, but the hand gestures for it are very good. It's very clever, that. What else? And I've done obviously a new Mavic, is it titanium, something like that. It's obviously it's a different colour, slightly better camera, slightly longer flight time, stuff like that, and it's quieter. That's one of the big things. It's 60% quieter on the DB, which is a really good plus side, really. And it's only actually £100 more than the standard Mavic Pro, so it's pretty good, that. And then the other thing that they did was they've done a carbon black version of the Phantom 4 Pro, which is like the level above mine, which is just the Phantom 4. So yeah, really impressive actually. I read a report, actually there was a report, you know, I mean obviously some of it's got to be taken with a pinch of salt, but a lot of all the other drone manufacturers are now backing down from actually making the hardware, basically because DJI owns such a huge percentage of that market now, of the hardware. A lot of them are starting to sort of back down and sort of go off and do sort of like the software side and new systems to integrate it into uses in modern day life, of course, you know, because they are getting used for huge amounts of things now, you know, with surveys and agriculture, and there's just that much getting added to how you can use them, which is, you know, it's really impressive, some of the uses that are coming up for them. You know, I mean, obviously the obvious use straight away is for filming, but you know, you can only use so much of it in a vlog or something like that, you know, because you can easily go overkill with the amount of footage that you use. But you know, I hope to at some point get some footage from that added into a vlog sort of thing. You've also got to be careful with the laws and that of, you know, if somebody thinks that you're making money out of the footage, then, you know, that can be a problem, of course, because whether I'll actually go and bother getting, because it's, the thing is, the system of getting your permit for aerial work, it's very expensive, so it's quite cost prohibitive. I mean, it's easily as much as a drone again. And then to put yourself out there as an aerial filmer and stuff like that, it's big money by the time you're finished, and that part of the market is now very saturated. There are a lot of very settled people out there who are already very good sort of cinematographers or whatever. So I don't think I'm going to go along that line, but obviously they're now bringing out new laws. I mean, it's going to take them a little while to integrate, and they'll be looking into the legal side of it because they don't want to make the same mistake they made in America, where the CAA over there started charging everybody this $5 to register their drone, and then it was proven to be an illegal move, so they have to now give everybody their $5 back. The trouble with this country is our governments tend to be more greedy, and I can see it being 30 quid to register your drone or something like that, or 50 quid even, and then they want everybody to take some kind of test, which, fair enough, but how are they going to implement that? They're going to make you, if they're going to make you go on a test every year with an organisation who's then going to charge you maybe £100, that's a lot of money that you're going to chuck out every single year if you're not using it regular enough. And I think if they go down that line and start doing that, then I think it's going to be a bit much. I'd rather see some sort of, rather than physically proving you can fly it, maybe even just like an online knowledge test to prove that you know. I don't see that they need to have somebody charging you £100 to go and fly your drone for a day and just prove that you know how to fly it. But I don't know. The trouble is, it's all been made to go that way by the idiots out there, hasn't it, who are still using them stupidly and illegally and near airports and over prisons and stuff. You know, if you could stamp that out, it wouldn't be quite so bad. And then, of course, there was one just recently where somebody had injured somebody's child with one. And you just think, well, what were you doing near people with it in the first place? You know, they're not toys. They're looked upon as a toy, and they're not a toy. You know, they can be quite a dangerous piece of equipment. So, but anyway, I've rattled on enough. It's getting late, it's getting dark, and I'm sure you guys have got better things to do with your time than sit and watch me rattle on. So I will say goodbye. I will see you next week. So do take care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. See you guys.